Today, we're pulling back the curtain on a technology that is literally all around you, working silently, connecting our world in ways you probably don't even realize. We're talking about the Internet of Things. All right, let's just jump right in with a question I bet you've wondered about. You open up your rideshare app, and it tells you with pinpoint accuracy that your car is just 2 minutes away, and you can see it moving on the map in real time. How does it know that? The answer? Well, it's not magic. It's actually a tiny, tiny piece of this massive, invisible network that connects our physical world to the digital one. And that network is called the Internet of Things, or IoT for short. So let's start there. Let's explore this secret network, because the crazy part is, it's already a huge part of your life, whether you know it or not. And look, we're not just talking about your phone here. Think about it. A homeowner checking their security cameras while they're on vacation, or a smart thermostat that just knows when to cool things down to save you money. It's in the wearable on your wrist that tracks your health. And it's even in our cars, receiving critical software updates without ever going to the shop. Each one of these is a thing on the internet, constantly sensing, sharing, and acting. Okay, so we've seen some cool examples of what it can do, but what is the Internet of Things really, like at its core? Let's break that down. You know, when you strip away all the jargon, the idea is actually super simple. The IoT is just where three things meet. You've got the physical things all around us, the internet that connects them, and the data that they create and use. That's it. That's the whole shebang. And for this whole thing to work, it really stands on four essential pillars. First up, you need sensors, to actually collect information from the real world, like temperature or location. Second, you've got to have identifiers, so each thing has its own unique name, kind of like an IP address. Third, there's the software. That's the brains of the operation, processing all that data. And finally, of course, you need internet connectivity so everything can talk to each other. You take away any one of those and the whole system just falls apart. And this whole idea, it's not as new as you might think. The actual term Internet of Things was coined way, way back in 1999 by a guy named Kevin Ashton at Procter & Gamble. He was just trying to link RFID tags to the internet to track inventory. From there, the idea really picked up steam at MIT, and by 2005, it was being formally talked about by the International Telecommunication Union. So yeah, it's been building for a while now. Okay, so we know what it is and where the term came from. But the big question is, how does it all actually work, right? How do all these separate little pieces come together to create something that feels so seamless? And that's a really good question, because you've got billions of devices out there. I mean, watches, cars, thermostats, you name it. How does a single piece of data get from, say, a sensor on a street corner all the way to an app on your phone? It feels like it could be chaos, but actually, there's a very clear structure. It all follows this really logical four-level framework. Everything starts at the device level. These are your sensors and actuators, the bits and pieces that are actually out there interacting with the physical world. From there, that data gets passed up to the network level, where gateways and routers shoot it across the internet. Then it hits the services platform. This is usually in the cloud, where powerful software crunches the numbers and makes sense of it all. And finally, it lands at the application level. That's the app on your phone or the dashboard on your screen, where you see the final useful results. It's a four-step journey that happens in the blink of an eye. And this framework, it isn't just some boring technical diagram. It is the engine that's powering a massive, massive business revolution. Let's talk about the sheer scale of what's happening. So right now, as we speak, there are almost 18 billion devices connected to the internet. Just to put that into perspective, that's more than 2 connected things for every single person on Earth. And as mind-boggling as that number is, it's really just the beginning. Because that growth is just accelerating. By 2030, that number is expected to more than double, soaring to over 35 billion connected devices. We're talking about an absolutely explosive expansion of this network. And this incredible scale is doing way more than just making things a little more efficient. It's fundamentally changing how businesses operate. I mean, look at Tesla. They fixed a potential fire risk in almost 30,000 cars with a software update sent over the air. No recall, no visit to the dealer. Done. Or think about Uber. They use the sensors already in their drivers' phones, GPS, gyrometers, to track driving behavior and improve safety. And Airbnb, they're using smart locks so guests can get in without ever needing a physical key. The big takeaway here is that companies aren't just selling you a product anymore. They're selling you an ongoing, evolving service. But you knew this was coming, right? With all of this amazing connectivity and convenience, there's an inevitable dark side. What happens when this secret network, this invisible web, is turned against us? I mean, just think about what this means for our security. We're not just talking about someone stealing your password or your credit card info anymore. When you connect our digital and physical worlds this closely, cyber attacks can suddenly have real, tangible, physical consequences. And the risk is on a completely different level because the entire security model has been flipped on its head. Traditional IT security was like protecting a castle. You had a moat, you had high walls, a firewall, a controlled bubble. But IoT security, that's like trying to secure an entire sprawling, open city. You've got mobile sensors out in public spaces. You've got third-party devices connecting all the time. The old rules just do not apply here. And this new reality, it opens the door to some pretty terrifying vulnerabilities. We're talking about unauthorized data access. Think of someone hacking into your home security camera feed. Or remote device control, which could be anything from someone messing with your thermostat to, and this is serious, gaining control of a car's braking system. Then you've got bad actors getting access to all the sensitive data you've stored in the cloud. And of course, there's plain old identity theft, which is made way too easy when people forget to change the default passwords that come with these devices. So this all leaves us with a huge, crucial question. This invisible network is growing faster than we can even imagine, and it offers us incredible convenience. But every single new device we add is also a new door, a new potential vulnerability. The real challenge of this IoT era isn't just about how to connect more things. It's about how we are going to strike that delicate balance between the amazing convenience this network offers and the profound security it absolutely demands.